The tendu exercise is very important because we always hear, point that toe, you got to make a straight line with your leg. But how do we do that? Well, here we can start in first position parallel. And we're going to have you understand where turnout comes from. And it comes from the rotation of the hip socket. Okay? It doesn't come from just pointing your toe or trying to point your toe. So now, if we can look at this, the right leg coming out, we're going to take it straight out to where, if we can imagine that we had shoes on here, that the shoelaces would be pointing straight out front. Now, take that and now rotate the foot out to where the shoelaces are now on the 45-degree angle. Okay? Note, if we can go back to front, note that the rotation is occurring up at the hip socket. Okay? Take a few moments to really understand that motivation of movement. Let's do it on the left side. Same idea. So we're going to go out, shoelaces out front, now shoelaces to the 45, shoelaces back to the front, and then we have it coming back. Now we can also do this to the side position. Take it out to where the shoelaces are facing out. Now force that turn out. Yeah, now force it back to the front, and then go back into first position. And then we can take it to the left side. Remember, shoelaces to the front, rotate it, and then we rotate it in, and then we finish it off. Okay, we can also take this to the back. Okay, we want to take it back. Shoelaces would be down to the floor. We rotate it to where the shoelaces would be out to the side. Then we rotate it back, and we finish it off. And then, of course, we can do it to the left side also. Okay, we're going to finish that off. And this is something that you need to maintain and focus on before we go any further. Okay? Now, going on to tendus. We're going to work the turnout here, so we're going to start in first position turned out. And remember, your natural turnout, not on a 45-degree angle. So, the way the tendu exercise is going to work, we're going to maintain contact. That's an important note for you. Maintaining contact with the floor. So that means that Karen's going to brush the ball of her foot out, and then she's going to go into the full point out to the tendu. She's going to then pull back into the ball and then back to the same position. We're going to do that on the left side then. Please maintain contact, and then we extend back to the ball and in. Now, let's go out to the side. Remember your natural turnout, and these are the tendu positions that we're working with here. And then we're going to go back, and then we're coming back to the front again, and then the same thing with the left side. Okay, now this was just done en croix, which means in French the design, shall we say, of a cross. All right? So the way our tendu exercise is going to work is like this. We're going to go front and in, side and in, back and in, and then side and in. And then we're going to do the left side from there. So let me count Karen through the exercise. Ready, begin, and front, and in, side, and in, and back, and in, and side, other side, and front. Maintain that contact with the floor. You don't want to lift it off. And back, and in, and right, there we go. Now you can do this over and over. Then probably at the end of that you'll just take a nice demi-plie, maybe one or two, just so we can relieve the muscles for a moment. Now, we're going to take this off the floor. Okay, we're going to do a dégagé with this, which means to take it, disengage, okay, the leg, and take it off the ground. So now we're going to go out through the tendu, but then we're going to take it up on a 45-degree angle, as Karen's demonstrating here. And we're doing this also in en croix. Okay, and we take it to the back, and then back to the position, and then to the side. We're going to do the same thing with the left side here. Okay, note that she's maintaining contact with the ground until she takes the foot fully off the ground. Now, if we can just turn to the side, I want to detail this back position for you. Karen, if you can take the leg to the back and off the ground, the amount of energy that you feel in your buttocks is tremendous. Okay, all of those muscles will tighten as you're going to the back position. Please take a moment to understand that. Okay, very important note there for you. All right, also, if we can do the left leg, same idea happens here. Nice, tight line with the muscles working. Okay, and let's go back to the front. So this exercise will go just like the tendu exercise. We're just taking it off the ground. Here's the counting structure. Ready? Begin. And up and down and up and down and up and down. Note the body control. Note the maintaining of the center position. Very important to understand. Look at the shoulders. Okay, also, let's talk about the shoulders for a moment. Karen's shoulders are nice and relaxed. Watch what happens when she's not relaxed. Okay, now let her do the exercise with the shoulders up like this and see what happens. Okay, you're going to find that her center is a little uncontrollable. Okay, you just saw her body fall off to the right side. You can go ahead and relax. Okay, because that's a little bit something that you really want to avoid. Okay, it's very, very difficult, and it's certainly not something that you want to do because you make your body look small when your shoulders are drifting upward. That's something you want to think about also when you're spinning rifle, saber, or flag. Keep the shoulders down. Okay, so let's put this whole exercise together, taking it off the ground, and let's just think about our positions again. Okay, so we go to the front. And while Karen's going through the exercise, I'll just wrap up here with our thoughts. Our focus is very important. Focus means where the eyes are located. Karen's eyes are directly straight out, and she's able to pick out something on a wall, a tree, or something that's not moving around. And that's how she's maintaining her balance and understanding how to focus on that center point. So make sure during any of these exercises you take the time to be able to maintain a great focus with your eyes.